Choices by Chino Blastum featuring Young Collage, Locale,
like
and
that
JP. And then you also heard The Business, They Don't Really Care About Us. So I hope you guys enjoyed that and look forward to some more music. And I'm looking forward to bringing you guys more music as we are bringing you more comedy and more entertainment in the area. So
that's right, September 21st, last on the Ave. Get your tickets today. They'll also be sold at the door, so don't trip if you don't get your tickets. You could just come through at the door, but hit me up on Facebook if you're trying to get on that guest list.
Yes. And so we're going to move on with the news with CNN.com bringing us some information about, what's going on. So I've been, in the process. So it started June. So June starts hurricane season here in the United States, and it runs through November 30th. So I don't know if you guys have heard, but Hurricane Harvey, which is a Category 2 hurricane, 2 of 5, is pushing through and moving towards Texas. And because of that hurricane moving towards Texas and looking to do some damage, they are already causing the gas prices to jump. So you guys can expect higher gas prices due to Hurricane Harvey. Thank you very much. Natural disasters and what they cause in our lives. So also, the world's largest smartphone maker and South Korea's biggest family-run conglomerate. The Samsung chief is getting 5 years in prison for bribery and corruption charges. That's Lee Jae-young. I think that's kind of one of those things where I don't know if back in the day.
You were looking at the same articles I was.
So yeah, and to me, what this reminds me of is like the whole witch hunt type stuff. It's kind of like they were looking for a reason. How are you just going to charge somebody just for bribery, corruption? I get it, and those are those federal offenses, those federal charges that people, it's kind of like the more softer. They're not like harsh crimes.
Right. What exactly happened?
They just basically talked about the fact that he is corrupt. There's corruption charges, and he took bribery. So basically people were like, here, I'll give you this if you do that. And you're not really supposed to do that because that's favoritism. In the world of business, you're not supposed to do things like that because it's like you have favoritism and you're partial to one particular line, and say you kind of like push others to the side. So they're not giving them a fair chance. It's not equal opportunity in business. And so that causes, corruption. So he's getting 5 years in prison. But it trips me out because that's a family-run business. Like, that's the world's largest smartphone maker. And I thought about how back in the day when people used to own land and people who are in the government or religious sects, S-E-C-T-S, sects, they basically would want somebody's land or for some reason, and so they would accuse them of witchcraft, witchery, or being a warlock, a male witch, and then they would put them on trial for this, and knowing that they wouldn't be able to come back from being burned at the stake. They couldn't stop the fire from burning. If you're a witch, you're going to stop the fire from burning. If you're a witch, you're going to be able to break free from these chains in the cinder block that I'm tying to your arms and feet when I throw you in the river, kind of thing. Like, and they would take their land, and then they would just take their land. So I think it has something to say.
I think it's like when the American Mall got shut down.
Sometimes people, it's, you never know what those corruption pieces are, kind of like pieces to the chess game, what it is necessarily that they're utilizing to make certain things happen for what their agenda might be. So we'll have yet to see what's going to happen now that Samsung is, I don't know, it's probably going to take a dip, a drop. I don't know.
I doubt it.
I don't know. I
think
it's going to
I highly doubt
make
that.
some impact there. But moving on from that, I want to give you guys the daily quote really quickly. I'm going to knock that out because I think it's a really good daily quote. And everybody, we all learn things like every day. Every day we're learning things. And even myself, like I I've had to sit with myself recently with a lot of things and like learning myself in different contexts of situations and environments and just circumstances and just knowing what I've learned for myself. This is kind of an interesting one. So it says, Thomas Huxley says, try to learn something about everything and everything about something. So try to learn something about everything, even if it's just like a little something. You don't have to necessarily be an expert on it all, but learn everything about something. So to become an expert in one thing, but to know something about many things, but to know a lot about one particular thing. Yeah.
Very cool.
I thought so. And so it makes me think about, me just having to expand my mind just a little bit more again. I try to every day in one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
What about you guys?
Yeah, I would definitely say I try to learn a little bit of everything about something and something about everything.
Mm-hmm. Not so much you, Alex?
Oh, no, yeah, just being open to learning things. You just walk around life, and as long as you're open to it, you'll learn something. It could be something small, something simple. But yeah, I agree with you guys. Finding something just to learn, just make yourself better. I see these videos of people doing these crazy athletic things on like at the beach, do all these flips.
Oh, that's so cool.
And stuff like that, and it's just.
It's inspiring.
Yeah.
It's motivating.
Doing, changing your body to where you want it.
Yes.
Our bodies are so different, and you see the things that we could do, but, whatever. It could be something small. Just learning how to, cook something different. Mm-hmm. It's just building that brain. It's always working. Because, as you get older, that's the type of stuff you have to work on. It's not physical that's going to kill you. It's the mental. So just finding things that you can learn. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
we can
so
all
that's
do
a
it.
good one. How is that daily instruction? Do you have that?
Oh, daily instruction? Let's see what it is. Today is the 25th of August. So it says, never regret money spent on furthering your education or enhancing your creativity.
Yay. And education can come in experience too.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to go to a school. I mean, there's so many how-to books out there. Mm-hmm. This day and age with computers, YouTube has so many how-to videos. You can learn how to do stuff. Yeah, online classes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's opportunities. You just don't have to be able to afford a actual class.
Mm-hmm.
That was a sneeze.
Okay, bless you.
No, my nose is messing with me, boy.
Oh, man. I tried not to get anybody sick. I guess I was in close proximity.
I ate this Chinese food yesterday. Probably got me sick.
Really? That's a different kind of sick, I would think. That would be like a stomach sick, no?
Well, maybe they coughed and they're like, hey, chill.
Oh, man.
And then they're like, hey, have a nice day. Went back and enjoyed that stuff.
Enjoy your food and get sick.
So a couple of things that going on in Stockton. One, Amazon has announced plans to build a new warehouse, which will create about 1,000 new jobs.
Wow.
And that's outside of Tracy?
Building warehouses.
Here in Stockton.
Oh, that will be nice.
Yeah.
And they also announced that they're going to be dropping the wholesale food prices as well.
Right. So that, I actually kind of like that.
Me too. Because
Whole Foods is good. They're just expensive.
Yeah. But, eating healthy is important. So
where's Whole
Foods?
Foods?
Worth it. We don't have Whole Foods here, but we need one. Actually, as a matter of fact, a friend of mine, Mr. Thompson, Alexander Thompson, he's the owner of the Henry Apartments, but, having great conversation with him, he actually mentioned that it would be a really awesome idea, especially in this area, to have a Whole Foods in this particular area, because a lot of people, I think, and he knows, and he thinks, and I agree, would support having a Whole Foods in the Miracle Mile area.
Well, there's enough people with money over here to go and purchase stuff.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's expensive,
Definitely.
for the normal person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another thing that's going on, there's a new bus route on 44. What makes this special is that it is the nation's first zero emissions bus.
I've seen it around town. Pretty interesting.
All electric, zero emissions bus route, first in the nation. And there's a route on the south side right now. Only route right now that has these buses. But you can see the change in the thought process and just taking care of our city with these new buses going electric. So just wanted to give that shout out. I mean, first thing in the nation. That's pretty exciting for Stockton, California.
RTD doing
And
big
RTD.
things.
Way to go. Way to go.
So it'll decrease the pollution in vulnerable areas. They did a study on poverty. People that are in the face of poverty deal with pollution a lot more than others. So that's why they figured that they would put that bus route out on the south side first than anywhere else, since that's where a lot of the poverty is located. In some areas over there, the poverty rate is a 99th percentile. So that just gives you an example of how bad it is. But it's a good, positive thing for Stockton, California. Another thing I saw earlier today doesn't really have to do with California or the U.S. at all. However, but there's something called a character crawl that's going on in the UK that they're bringing back, and it is a Disney-themed pub crawl.
Really?
So what they do is,
oh my gosh,
you dress up
that
as Disney characters. They don't have to be. They could be anything. Villains.
Anything
any character in the realm of Disney.
Ooh,
and
nice.
you go to this set location, and you have a guide. There's these secret bars that you go to. You get
secret bars.
You
That'd
get
be interesting.
You get like some angel pixie dust or something like that when you first get there,
stuff.
and you just go and drink, and then there's costume contests. There's different games that you guys play all through the night.
This is in UK. When is this coming?
At the end of September.
The end of September.
Yeah, there's.
What is a crawl? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's in the UK. It's in Europe.
What is it though?
It's like a pub crawl, but
what's
you're
a pub? What is the definition of a pub crawl?
basically,
Pub crawl is you get a group of people and it's bar hopping.
Basically, in like an area, right? But they're dressing up as Disney characters and they're having a contest of like their costumes and. Oh, that
And then-
sounds
At
like
first, I thought
so
this was
much
like a
fun.
crawl for
like crawling in your costume,
like type crawl for breast cancer, or you know what I'm saying,
Oh,
type
okay,
of thing.
good.
Like I was like, oh,
So there are secret
okay.
bars and venues that have their own themes from Disney classics. There'll be Disney movies and playing on the TV screens. There'll be cardboard character cutouts,
gosh.
themed drinks. And there's beer pong, sing-alongs to Disney films, best dressed.
that
gift
would be so
cards
much
for
fun because
Disney
everybody
stores.
would participate in those sing-alongs.
Yeah,
that would be a lot
and
of
the tickets are only $8.
Oh my gosh! Well, is it $8 US?
Yeah.
It is $8 US.
Mhm.
Seriously? Because, wow, that means it's only like $6 over there or something.
Pretty cheap.
That's really
Yeah.
cheap. Oh my gosh, I would so love to
Well, I
go
would
to
imagine
that.
you probably just paying to get into the group, and then you have to pay
Of
for the
course.
drinks.
Of course.
Yeah,
Because you'll be
which are
spending money
probably
all night
like
long. You'll be getting
10
involved in all
something.
kinds of stuff throughout every bar around
And
there,
it
every
takes place
pub.
September 15th in Glasgow, and then the 22nd in Bristol and Birmingham.
Aw.
So yeah, it's pretty fun. They
I
just
would-
had a Pokemon Go pub crawl earlier in the year.
Over in UK?
Yeah, over
I'm
in the
telling you, around the world they
What?
have so much
UK?
fun. The United States needs to relax. We need to chill out, relax, and let people just have fun. Like these kinds of things, just let it go. Let them go. Have
Do
fun.
one, form one.
Oh, I know. Like the International Pillow Fight Day, which will be coming up in April, first Saturday
snap.
of April. First Saturday of April every year. The entire world gets together and has International Pillow Fight Day. We had our first one this year, April 1st. I hosted the International Pillow Fight Day, and it was actually a pretty good turnout for the first one ever. About 50 people or so, and a lot of kids came out and they loved it. And it's a good way to teach the kids how to have good fun, like physical fun without, so much violence and anger, and and they get, have a lot of fun with it. And so I would like to bring that back every year as long as we can do it. People have already been going strong, 13 years strong in other countries and other states even. So let's just have some fun. And it's like one day a year to bring out your pillow and just go have a nice little pillow fight with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So a light banter, good fun. And so, yeah, those pub crawls sound pretty fun. It'd be nice to have something like that here. If I'm not organizing that, I'm sure we have many people in our area who would be willing to do something like that. I would hope. If not, then that's okay. We'll just have to find
You need
somewhere
your
else.
team, Craigslist it. We're looking for
Hey, we need people to help out with
event. All these so-called promoters in the area.
Yeah, come
you know
on.
what I'm saying? Where y'all at? Where y'all
We
at?
got all these people in fashion school. If you guys need help with costumes, you guys can go out and buy costumes and get creative. You get to get creative with your costumes too. Yeah, but anyways, that sounds fun. Thanks for sharing that. I'm kind of jealous. I thought that was a little bit of a tease, for some entertainment because we don't get to have that here. But that's good to know that they have that.
That could be something
there.
that could be set up. I mean, there's a lot of bars here on the Miracle Mile. I mean,
true. And downtown
something to promote with the radio station.
Yes,
ideas.
That would be fun.
Yeah, if you had time and energy to do that. Okay.
Or, if we have friends and family out there who are event planners, I know quite a few that, are, if they are willing to take that on and, have fun with
you
it.
Charge them at the entrance of the mile. Like, here. That's $8.
Right. So, I wanted to, go into the horoscope. That's what I was going to do. Okay, so we're going to start with Virgos because Virgo season is here. Okay. Be careful not to lose any money today, and not just in the lottery or the stock market. Quite literally, you need to be extra vigilant about not losing your money. Keep a careful eye on your wallet or purse. In fact, keeping your money on your person, in a safe pocket, for example, might really be best. Oh, and don't carry too much at one time. Better safe than sorry, right?
All right. That's easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder
Giving
why
them
that-
financial advice?
I know. I wonder what that would be. That would even say that they'd be
Why
losing
would-
money.
why-
No, you never know what happens, though. Aquarius. Connecting and reconnecting is what it's all about for you now. It definitely won't be easy, but if you're up for the challenge of actually meeting the person you've been in contact with via phone or email, or reuniting with someone you've been separated from for far too long, then there's really no time like the present. It might take 2 or 3 shots, though, and maybe even more. Be persistent. Once you make the connection, it will all be worth it.
I have no idea what that's talking about. So I'm going to ignore it for the day.
You're going to ignore it for the day.
Yeah.
Maybe it was for a different day. Okay, Leo. This is the perfect astrological weather for someone like you. Someone who's already adaptable, versatile, and perpetually able to see the good in any person or situation. You'll sail right through the challenges that might come up over the course of the day and be well on your way to a great weekend by later tonight. Be gentle with anyone who isn't quite so fortunate, though, and try to give them some pointers along the way. Okay, well, that will be interesting. And Libra, because you'll be coming up soon. The universe has arranged a gift for you, a little token of appreciation for how wonderful you've been to so many for so long. Your prize is a perfectly peaceful day that's absolutely tailor-made for sharing warm, loving feelings with family and friends. Enjoy it, because you've certainly earned it. Oh, and there may be another little gift on the way. Check out that person across the room who's been doing the same to you. Nice smile, huh? All right, so Libras, there you go. Aquarius, Virgos, Libras, Leos. And if you guys want to check out more, go to astrology.com.
I like the one that your sister did on me yesterday. My hybrid astrology. No, my hybrid.
Because you're on a cusp. Are you on a cusp at all? No, you're not on a cusp.
I'm on a cusp, everybody. I'm different. I'm a Mexican and I'm a cusp.
Are you on a cusp?
I'm mixed always. What does that mean? Does it say? Did she say Pisces and Aquarius?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it Aquarius?
Aquarius, Pisces.
Excuse me, radio. Sorry
I'm
about
a Leo. I'm on the cusp area. Leo, Virgo.
that. Oh, you are?
Mm-hmm.
You are as well? Okay. So I'm a Pisces and Aquarius. You know, we rock together sometimes when we can. Can I real quick here, Pisces? So maybe I can mix them together.
Pisces. Okay, let's see what Pisces
I'll
says.
mix mine together. If I don't like one,
Maybe you go with the other?
may I go with the other.
Okay, Pisces. Better pencil in some time alone. Not necessarily entirely alone, but far from the maddening crowds. You need some privacy, and after a week you've had, it's no wonder. Since you've always believed that cleaning can be therapeutic, you might just spend the day getting a jump on your cleaning schedule. Then, once your place is spick and span, why not invite someone over to see it?
I wish I thought cleaning was therapeutic. Like, every time I clean, all my problems just, No, I do not feel like that at all. I actually feel like I have to solve problems before I clean. Like no, I gotta take care of this first.
What you looking at?
What about you, Alex? How you feel about your saving money or not taking money or only carrying?
It's easy for me because I don't spend a lot of money on random nonsense. So, yeah. And I don't go a lot of places. So, as long as I keep my money there, actually, as long as nobody asks me to borrow any, I think I'll be good. That'll drain my money more than me personally. So, yeah, as long as I don't talk to anybody today, I'll be good.
Keep your money in your pocket and don't ask.
Yep.
Hey, real quick, can I borrow $5? I'm playing. Real quick, before you start saving that money. Okay.
Then you go and look and see what things are going on this weekend. You already said the fight. I don't have to pay for that. I know.
Where you
somewhere and get that?
Where you watching that?
Probably at a friend's house that has a device to get it free.
What's that? Hold on.
You see, they have the big
I need to
three.
know.
Huh?
I need to know.
Yeah, maybe I'll tell you after when we're not on air.
Yeah.
That'd probably be smart. So then we have the Big Three Championship in Vegas. Vegas is going down tonight. Maybe I should this weekend. Maybe I should go to Vegas.
No,
I have the
there you go.
timeshare over there.
Oh, that sounds nice.
That could be popping.
Oh, look at you popping with your Vegas timeshares. Get it, Alex. Mister, I don't spend a lot. You got the whole stripper pole in your timeshare. The whole. Maybe I should pop dude to the share. To the share.
And then what's the 25th? Tonight they have the cruises, the cruise night over at the Bagel Express over on March Lane. You guys know where that is?
Yeah.
Across the street from
They're having a cruise?
Yeah, well, they bring the old cars there and have them parked there.
Oh,
People just chilling in the parking lot.
Like a little car show then.
Yeah, little car show.
I just meant boat
And
cruise.
it's,
I'm like, what?
every second and fourth
like
Friday.
Marsh Lane.
Whoop, boat. What did you say, boat cruise?
I'm like Marsh Lane. They're cruising in the parking lot.
The bagel.
I'm sure, like, where is the cruise at though? Like
Second and fourth Friday of the month. So that's something to check out tonight.
Nice. I like car shows.
oh yeah, the cruise Marsh Lane. I could just pass right by that. I love passing by car shows and stuff.
They used to do, like, back in the day, cruising Charterway. They used to do here on the mile, cruise the mile. So now I guess they're moving it down to Marsh Lane and Lincoln Center because they have cars. They do little car shows in the Lincoln Center too. But yeah, so let's see. We had also so the fight's coming up tomorrow. We have those two events are going on tonight that Alex had just mentioned. Also, they're going to have live music at Mile Wine Company, as they always do. Live music at the Garlic Brothers tonight as well. And Current Pasone at the Deliberation Room. So they're going to have... I don't know if you guys have been to the Deliberation Room, but I really like that one because, from what I understand, it's owned by a lawyer, and so inside you will see the menus look like law books and stuff. But so Current Pasone is going to be performing there.
Lot going on.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a weak sauce. I've been there. I'm blank now.
Taste of the Parish.
Where's that at?
That's Cathedral of the Annunciation hosts its Taste of the Parish, featuring a global array of international foods, also wine, beer, and live music. How's the church serving alcohol? But you know, whatever.
It's wine.
It's not. Oh, okay. Yeah.
The church is serving alcohol.
They need to make money.
Let's just
$1 to $2.
Does that not seem a little suspect right there? Just check that.
$1 to $2 for food tasting. That sounds pretty good. 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. on Saturday. That's off of West Rose Street, Cathedral of the Annunciation. $1 to $2 for food tasting.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
What time does that start?
6:30 to 8:30 p.m. on Saturday.
6:30.
Man, this weekend, like I said, there's a lot of events. Like everybody I know has something going on.
You got
like
kids. You got some kids. Critical Corral. That's at the Historical Museum. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Mickey Grove Road in Lodi. You got some kids that like animals. $2 to $5 to get in.
Wow, that's cheap.
A little petting zoo. Reggae on the Delta at the Breadfruit Tree.
Oh my gosh, that would be nice.
I forgot it was this weekend.
I thought it'd be on the Delta.
Stockton Sailing Club, $20 to $25. So options. And then if you want to do an activity, there's a bathtub race. Check-in time at 10:30. Race time at noon. Lewis Park boat launch, Mont Diablo. It's free for competitors and bystanders. And live music. Van Rooten Family Winery. That's off of Highway 12 in Lodi. So there are options. Stockton Record has these on their website. Visit Stockton.org, like Ronnie told you before. These are options. You can pick one. You should pick one and take care of Stockton. Who else is going to take care of it?
And if you guys know of anything that's going on, you guys are more than welcome to post it. If you guys go to KXVS, the voice of Stockton, and find our live feed for the morning show. If you guys know of any other events that are going to be going on, you guys can post it there.
And this is what I'm probably doing tonight. I forgot about this. Sky Tours at Delta College.
Okay, what is that?
It starts at 7 p.m. So people that are part of the volunteers from the Stockton Astronomical Society and teachers from Delta College bring their personal telescopes, and you can just view the sky. It's at the parking lot in Delta tonight at 7. The next few Fridays they have it. It's pretty interesting to see what they have, because these guys have personal telescopes and they've spent money on them. Like, this is their hobby, this is their life, this is their job. So they have those good, not the Walmart telescope.
So you could just check them out and be like, bloop, that's Mars.
Well, let's see what they have out there. Do they say what's on there? 25th. Oh, so you can see the Moon, Jupiter, Saturn, the M13, the Hercules star cluster, and at 9:30, deep sky objects like the M8 and the M20 Lagoon and the Trifid Nebulous. So if you're into that stuff, it's pretty cool to see, even if you're not. You don't have anything going. But another thing that's going on tonight.
My grandma's bought a telescope because we were in the back. We're always in the backyard, looking in the sky, and we always see stuff like what. And sometimes we'll see stuff that could be, and then it just disappears. So we're like, we need a telescope. We need to get on it.
Yeah, I saw one. You guys can really find good finds like that in like thrift stores. So if you ever,
he bought one at the thrift store. It was sorry, missing a bunch of pieces. Guys, don't recommend it.
If
but
you guys know what you're looking for, look for all the pieces.
Yeah,
But
if you guys know your telescopes ins and outs, that's the place to go.
Yeah.
If you just want everything together, I'd recommend somewhere else. But definitely.
They're also having this Stockton Jazz Festival up and coming next month, though. That's not this weekend, but for September, that's coming. Yes, featuring John Anderson, Trevor Rabin, and Rick Wakeman. They're going to be at the Bob Hope Theater tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. So, if you guys want to check them out, you can do that too. Well, I think we should go to a quick little break, because when we come back, I want to talk to you guys and share some more information just in discussing healthy personal boundaries.
Okay.
All right.
Healthy personal. Yep. All right. See you guys later.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Here at KXVS, broadcasting from Stone Tube Studios is the voice of Stockton.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. This is Marcellus, your boy, holding it down with the comedy, the funny, and everything around in town. And I'm with my guys over here. I got Ronay to my left, and also to her left, Alex over there.
What's up, y'all? So that was, if you guys were on TuneIn or Simple Radio, you had Aim for the Sky by The Truth, and We Can Do This by Beloved Sister. So I hope you guys enjoyed those.
Wait, who was the other guy?
The
one that I said I was like, oh, I like that guy.
That's RP9.
Yeah, RP9, man. Shouts out to
RP9.
that, man. He's been waking me up with his music, and I've been like, okay, who is this? I was like, I heard this a few times. Where I hear this from? Oh yeah, KXVS. So yes, shouts out to them for producing that beautiful music.
Yes. And I also wanted to just follow up really quickly because we just got off the subject of like talking about all these events. But if you guys don't know, there's also War at Music in the Park. So War is going to be there, and that's going to be the Plaza de Cesar Chavez. I guess I'm following
That's
Alex's babbling. I guess we can catch our words real quick. Also, there's going to be a community cleanup Saturday, August 26th. The War at Music in the Park is going to be starting at 5:15. That's going to go till 8:15. That's today, as a matter of fact, starting 5:15 tonight. And so then you also have community cleanup. Stockton 209 Cares is hosting that, starting at 9 o'clock tomorrow. And Crosstown 5, which is a lone grape winery, they're going to be having an event also on Saturday starting at 7 p.m. And Stockton 209 Cares fundraiser that's going on at Finnegan's Pub and Grill. That's going to be Sunday at 5 to 7 p.m. So those are other events that are also going on in the community. But I wanted to just touch bases really quickly on just healthy personal boundaries. You know, sometimes you guys, I bring to you different types of information from different books, you know, self-help type stuff. But this one here, if you guys are finding yourselves, in situations where it's causing you like some negative energy or whatever the case, but you might want to check and see where your personal boundaries are and where you might be pushed at. I'm just going to let you know basically what personal boundaries are if you don't really know what they are, and then kind of give you just a little quick synopsis of signs of unhealthy boundaries, and when we do possess healthy boundaries, like what that looks like. So really quickly, for those of you who may not know what healthy personal boundaries are a way of communicating to others that you have self-respect, that you have self-worth, and that you will not allow others to define who you are. Personal boundaries are also the physical boundaries, emotional boundaries, and mental limits that are established to protect yourself, to protect ourselves from being manipulated, used, and violated by others. So, it's not possible to really enjoy healthy relationships without the existence of these personal boundaries, because you got to know yourself and, where you stand and your truths and, what works for you. And so with or without the willingness to communicate that, you got to know how to communicate what that is. So you got to know that about yourself and be able to communicate that directly and honestly with other people, and be able to be ready to accept whatever may come of that, because you got to be true to yourself. Right. So
don't feel bad for having personal boundaries.
Yeah, no, it's a healthy thing. So when we possess healthy boundaries, that looks like, so we have improved self-confidence and a healthy self-concept. We're more in touch with reality. We are better able to communicate with others. We have better, more fulfilling relationships. And we have more stability and control over our own lives. So you can't control anything outside yourself. So when you start to feel things that are going against yourself, you got to check and see that you make those decisions to say, hey, I'm going to maintain my boundary unless you let people cross them. And, you'll be able to have that control and stability in your own life. So what signs of unhealthy boundaries look like are going against personal values or rights in order to please others. So if you find yourself, like, I'm just going to let myself, I'm like, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to do that to please somebody else. You're going to end up probably feeling crappy about that. And if you find yourself feeling crappy, it's probably a sign of unhealthy boundaries. If you're giving as much as you can just for the sake of giving, that's an unhealthy sign. If you're taking as much as you can just for the sake of taking, that's an unhealthy sign. Let's see, letting others define you, letting other people say, what you are and what you aren't, what you can, what you can't do. Those are signs of unhealthy boundaries. Expecting others to fill your needs automatically, that's unhealthy. You can't just expect anything from anybody, really. I mean, you can try to set things, but you can't have expectations. You got to let people, define themselves, be who they are. So they can't fill your needs. You have to fulfill your own needs. So feeling bad or guilty when you say no, that's a sign of an unhealthy boundary, because you shouldn't feel bad to say no. You have the right to say no. Not speaking up when you're treated poorly, that's a sign of unhealthy boundaries. You should be able to speak up and, say how you feel, and let people know what's going on. And if you're feeling you're not being treated right, you gotta let people know. Falling apart so someone can take care of you is a sign of unhealthy boundaries. I actually just had this conversation with my sister. I was letting her know, because in Lauryn Hill, she has these lyrics with comments. So
is that a singer? Lauryn Hill?
She's a singer. And basically, there's a line in the song where she talks about how, you just keep hurting yourself just so basically, or to this, and I paraphrase, basically you're just hurting yourself just to kind of like keep coming back and keep trying to make it work. So it's like you're making yourself sick just to make, just to stay here, just to oh, you need to take care of me, or I need you to take care of me. So where this one is talking about falling apart so someone can take care of you, I've experienced that, and that's kind of interesting to see people end up, somehow they just get hurt, or some injury just happens to happen to this person, and the other person is like, oh, I got to take care of this person. So a lot of a mentality in the subconscious causes that to happen sometimes, where people just always find themselves injured or some reason, so that someone can stick around. Another sign of unhealthy boundaries is falling, quote unquote, in love with someone you barely know, or who reaches out to you. Accepting advances, touching, and sex that you don't want, that's signs of unhealthy boundaries. And touching a person without asking is also a sign of unhealthy boundaries. So those are, just signs of unhealthy and healthy. So, if you possess healthy boundaries,
nice.
You can look at having more stability and control in your life. So
thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, thanks for letting me share that. I appreciate that, you guys.
You're welcome. I was looking at this one thing on Facebook yesterday, and it was a video just explaining love. Like, like for instance, you eat fish.
I do.
So you say you like fish or love fish. You
I
say
like fish.
Say there was a fish lover and he loved to eat fish.
Okay.
He would allow his love for fish to go catch that fish, take it out the water, and boil the fish. So he was saying that's kind of how our love for people is. Like, we love, like when you love somebody, you will
go out of the way to go get that. No?
Yes and no, but it's selfish. Like you're like F that fish, and you're gonna take him out the water and boil him because
like
of
you're
your
taking him out of
love
his element.
because of your love for fish. So basically, it's saying that when we love others, we love selfishly. So when you love somebody, it's like, what can they do for you? Say if you're missing this, and then they could provide that. That's that.
An unhealthy
that would,
way of looking at it. But
yeah,
it
that would
happens. A lot
that
of
would
people do
be
that way. Like looking
taking
for a
the fit.
missing piece.
Yeah, that's not love. It's more so,
selfish. Like
yeah, it's
a
just
need,
it's just like
trying to
fish.
fulfill an unwanted need, or trying to fulfill a desire.
And that was a video, and that's how he helped explain that. He was like, he was like that's more so selfish. But when true love starts to build, it's like you're not. It's more so you're not getting something out of it, but you're investing into that person. Like I'm invested into you.
Right.
Like
right.
You feel me? And then that love and investment grows, except for you just liking that person and just want to take them out the water and eat them.
Yeah, and because you gotta so if they're in that water and whatever water pond that is, you just gotta leave them there and let them if that's what's their natural environment or whatnot, you just got to let them have that. So, and for somebody to really truly care about a person and to not cause them any stress or frustration or like being out of their element.
I don't even know if I explained that correctly or well.
No,
if everybody can understand that,
be who they are.
But it's more so just about how we just like, we like fish, and it's selfish.
And being selfish and
selfish relationships. Except for like I'm getting this, and that out of them
instead of investing into.
Except for investing
like, let me clean this water for this fish because I really love this fish. Yes.
Alex, what do you think about that? You're kind of like a deep thinker.
I can see where you coming from on that. It changes, like you said, when it becomes real, and instead of being the selfish love, like what can you do for me?
Right.
Then it starts to be, well, I really care about this person. I want them to succeed in whatever they do. So what can I do to boost them up? So the idea changes a little bit, and that's how you know. Like I said, that's how you know it's real. Instead of being the selfish, I'm taking, you want to make sure that they get something, and then that benefits you just like it used to when you would receive. Mm-hmm. So there's a difference. You guys hit it right on the head, and I agree.
Sweet.
Anything new popping up over there?
I had an article earlier that I was looking at that had to do with the whole thing that we've been taught about. Any job is a good job, but
Disagree.
Studies have come to show that that's really not as true as we used to think. They've done tests and studies of, I think it was 100 different people, and what they found is that not having a job actually benefits you emotionally and physically versus having a low-paying job that doesn't have anything for benefits like an upward movement.
I have to agree with that.
Anything like that.
Totally. I would not want to go to a dead-end job and have no benefits and, get treated like crap or have minimum wage payment.
Yeah.
And then
I'd rather,
and then have somebody like griping at me about something that's petty because like they feel like they're big SHIT, because they can boss people around. I'd rather not. Honestly, I'd rather not. I will wait it out to find something better or, do what I have to do to get something better than to deal with something like that.
Yeah.
But that's just because, I know myself a little bit.
Well, that's what it's about. We know ourselves, but the battle is between the need to pay bills versus the need to have some other life other than a 9 to 5. Yeah, we weren't created to work more than live. I think that's just
I
my
agree.
opinion.
No, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I applied to become a tree climber. And
who does that?
Many people right now. It's a job
really
out there available. Yeah, if
a
you
tree climber.
Yep. Drive on the outskirts of Stockton. They're hiring.
Okay.
I applied to become a tree climber, but I couldn't do the position because I had no idea there were so many knots. Like, they had this knot, that knot. It was like 100 knots to be known just to climb a tree. And I was just like, man.
What do you mean?
Is there a knot book at least?
Yes, there is.
A book?
Yeah, there is. I actually saw one at Barnes & Noble's, and
Oh
I was so intrigued by it. I was actually going to buy it just to, like, learn, because I crochet and do different, like, knots and stuff with a crochet needle. But that was really interesting because it didn't use a needle, and it was showing all kinds of different knots.
I really wanted to do it because I don't know, I wanted to face my fear of heights, and if it could be something controlled, safe, but if I don't know the knots, that's not safe. That's not,
No.
It's not safe. I'm not setting myself up there like that. But I YouTubed a lot of videos, and these guys are just in trees, and it's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
But I know I'd be like, but after like the first month, hopefully I get those jitters out of me, and I'm just doing my job and just enjoying being up in adrenaline rush every day,
But what would they do up there in the trees?
Well, how you do is you climb the tree first, and then once you get to the very top, you start just taking simple, like this branch. You get to the top branch, and you just and then you work your way down to the bottom branch. You cut from the top, from the branches.
Oh, okay. Oh. So is it like a landscaping type of thing?
Definitely.
Or just for, like, public maintenance, like,
maintenance, get all those branches off your tree
that are gonna like come crashing down one day if they get too heavy.
Yeah, if you don't want too many leaves, or there's a lot of reasons why.
I
you
was
want
so
take that
happy
down.
to find out that somebody cut a branch, particularly a particular branch that overgrew from a tree on Vine Street over by Victory Park, by Victory Park. So on Vine Street by Victory Park, there was a tree that grew a branch really, really long into the middle of the street. And I actually ran into it a couple times, and the branch hit my windshield pretty hard, actually. And I thought, oh my gosh, so I swerved a couple times, and I thought, people live here. I'm sure they see this all the time. Why wouldn't they cut it? But one day, on my daily run to the park, I take my dog to the park. So I saw that it was not there. I was so happy that my truck's windshield didn't get hit by this branch again, and that I was able to, drive smoothly by. So that's kind of an interesting thing.
Thank you, person, for cutting down that tree.
Please, yes, thank you.
It was me. I'm playing.
Thank you. I very much appreciate that if you did. Yeah. So yeah, climbing trees and
clearing
knots.
up all these streets of tree branches.
So we know that what was it, Chicopee, Massachusetts?
Yes.
Where the lady won the 700 and something million on the Powerball. So it just got me thinking: is there such thing as having too much money?
Nah, not at all.
When it becomes to the point where it's not necessary and it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
No.
Have you been there? You've
No.
been there, okay.
No, but I mean.
All right, let's ask this lady
but
how you feel. Is there too much? Is this too much? Would you like another million? Would you, or is that too much? That's too much for you. Would you like another 5 million? Ask her how she feels. Are you gonna play again?
I don't know what she ended up saying about it.
Oh, nothing.
She
didn't
gonna play
say nothing.
again?
She's chilling.
She's trying to hide. That's what
Yeah.
she's doing.
The other
Building
night
her bunker.
she was laying out in bed. She said she's not going back to work, which is obvious.
Of course.
But no, she hasn't really said too much. What was more surprising is that you can see her face.
Why? Is that surprising?
Why is that surprising?
Yeah.
If I won that much money, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't want anybody to know.
I wouldn't
who
want
was.
nobody. If everybody knew I won that
I'd
much
hire Dave
million,
Chappelle to come accept it.
50 million of that would be gone off tops. All right, but I would if I had 700 million, I could weigh 100 million to my friend's family. Like, what y'all need? Oh, behind it.
I know. Honestly, I would do the same
Dish
thing
all
too.
that out.
All my
Dish
family
all that
would
out.
be taken
I'm paying
care of.
everybody's.
I'd be like, you will have no debt.
Yep, and I'll be as long as I'm still left with 10 million. You know what I'm saying? Paying all everybody's everything. Hey, we're all stress free. Let's start over.
Yeah.
A week later, some people are gonna be right back where they were, and then
Yeah, exactly.
you know what I'm saying. But it's the fact, I took care of you that one time.
Exactly right. You did. You did your part. You shared the wealth, and moving on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If
So
you
do
knew
your life how you do your life. I'm
700
gonna help you out a
million,
little bit.
700 million. If you know me, you good. Oh, you need. Here you go.
Well,
All these homeless people, I would set up $1 million just for the homeless people out here to give them one good meal. You know what I'm saying? Pay all the taco trucks,
Or a
every
little
homeless
building.
person you
You
see.
can even build a
You know what I'm
building
saying?
with that.
Just make them food. A feeding shelter.
a feeding shelter, or even just a place for them to go rest. They don't necessarily have to stay there all day. But
I could build a huge no, that would be incentive because I'd have nice rooms and then people would be like, oh, let's be homeless and take advantage of it. You know people. I have to do it, but I would do that. That'd be a great idea to build a huge warehouse. Or just to be able to fund something like that. Y'all need somewhere to sleep here. Nice bed,
Right.
no roaches.
right.
No roaches.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You don't have to
know.
worry about the spiders and the bugs crawling on you. You can
Come
wash your
in,
clothes.
and
maybe.
then it'd be so big to where it's always room. That'd be cool.
That'd be nice.
That'd be cool
Yeah.
because you know what I'm saying. Stockton's only so big, so if it was just a huge,
just giving back to the community. What would you do, Alex?
If I won the 700 million,
Yeah.
I'd give my first and foremost, I would pay all my mom's bills.
Yep.
And then talk to her and my grandmother about coming together on a certain amount of land and living together.
Nice.
And then I'd give my brothers some money. All this money would be called "Leave Me the Hell Alone" money.
Right.
So once I pay you, I'm out because I'm not going to stare. I'm not going to be sticking around.
You guys are set. You're taken care of. Not a problem.
Doing all this. So this is leave me alone money. Whatever you have when I come back, I might give you some more, but it depends on what you did with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, leave me alone money. Taking care of my mom and my grandma first. My brothers, yeah. My cousin. There's not a lot of people I would give a lot to. A lot of people I would just pay, a mortgage bill for a certain amount of time. Just because I know you give them that money, they won't have a house in a year. So let me pay that bill so at least you can come to some sleep at the end of it. But yeah, that's what I would do. A lot of it would just be put in the bank because I don't want a lot. My house would, like I said the other day, my house would look. If you knew I had $700 million and you came to my house,
you wouldn't know it.
You wouldn't know that I had $700 million until I hit a button. And the ground just opened up and we walked underground. But yeah, that's it.
Oh my goodness. Yes. That's I think we're all on kind of the same page of being able, wanting to help, give back, help our families, help our friends, or not going too extreme with it, but in a sense, it's like we want to just get away and just help out where we can, but then just go about living our life like we do,
right? Which
is fine.
I'm trying to find something. You guys had said something about homeless and veterans. There is something that is going on in Stockton right now that I did want to highlight.
I did hear about something of that nature.
Anchor Village, which is going to be affordable housing with social services for veterans and who are at risk of homelessness, and individuals living with mental illness. This is in partnership with AG Spanos companies. Domus Development plans to create 51 apartments and approximately 80,000 square feet of ground floor community servicing space on more than half an acre lot.
Where is that going to be located?
It's located near the downtown transit center. I can't really tell from the picture where exactly.
Maybe over by a revamping of the St. Mary's Dining Hall area, perhaps.
I think it's over by. I want to say by DMV and like the children's.
The Children's
Hospital.
Museum. That's what.
Children's Museum.
I was thinking the Children's Museum area because I saw there's some debris over there, but there could be a better use of that land that's just sitting there.
But I really don't know where this corner is. Maybe you guys do.
Let me see.
But yeah, Christina Fugazi, who is also a supporter of the radio station, had posted about it the other day. So I just wanted to highlight. We're always talking about what can we do for veterans and homeless. Here's something that's going on that we can highlight. And yeah, that's probably one of the things I would probably do as well. Veterans don't get the love. Maybe show them some love, building something.
Yes, show some love to the veterans.
And mental illness, because mental illness gets regulated just like it's a crime.
Yeah, and that's that one building that recently burned down next to the teen center. That was an apartment complex actually for the disabled, and then that had caught on fire. They got displaced a little bit. That was kind of unfortunate, but I think it had happened when one of them left their stove on or something of that nature. They were cooking and so displaced quite a few.
The other day.
Oh. But nothing was on it, or you had.
I was good. I just caught myself like, oh snap.
Yeah. So I hope you guys are checking out, what's coming up and coming in the area, and if you guys are dreaming big, y'all can go buy your lottery tickets, and maybe we'll have the next winner out of Stockton, California. Who knows?
We'll be on his doorstep next. Unplay.
So one of the trending hashtags today was #my first kiss in 5 words. Do you guys remember your first kiss, and can you explain it in 5 words? I can. Mine was confusing. 4th grade.
Mine was like
girl just came up and kissed me out of nowhere. She was musty.
Musty.
She was musty.
Oh my goodness.
She was musty.
You know what's so funny? My first.
Dang, you remember the musty part, but that's funny.
Because I actually liked her.
Right. Okay.
Until she kissed me and she was musty.
Oh, and you're
like in her face or in her mouth. Is that you?
Somebody's calling in.
Okay, answer.
So, who could that possibly be? I wonder.
Yeah, I'm so curious. That his musty girlfriend from back in the day?
Yeah, my first kiss was...
Hello?
Hi,
how's it
how
going?
are you?
Who is this?
KXVS Morning Show. This is Ronnie and Marcellus and Alex.
Oh, that was so professional. I'm like, who is this calling?
Hello. All right. They didn't want to talk.
At all. That's your musty girlfriend calling in right now. Like, Alex, look, boy, it was hot outside. We was in the
You know he's playing recess.
grade.
You know he's playing recess.
I was at recess in the
Tetherball.
5th grade.
She like,
It was
I ain't
my
even
first
old
kiss.
enough to be musty. What are you talking about? I'm playing.
And my first kiss, I remember like our friends try to help like set it up. We were like little kids, and it was like really scary. Actually, I was nervous, I was scared, but my friends, they were like standing around to make this little circle. And my first kiss was with this boy named Julius, and it was a good kiss. But it was like really wet and sloppy. I was like, what does a 5th grader really know about a kiss? But it, you know, I enjoyed my first kiss. It was good. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, my first kiss was on the school bus, and I think I kind of missed it. And hit her on the nose, like, I kissed her on the nose. I remember I had a white best friend named Jake, and he was dying. Like, Jake was wild, dude. Like, Jake is wild.
Jacobs are usually wild.
was-
Jakes and Jacobs.
Yeah, he was wild. My wild best friend, man. He was dying. Like, you kissed her on the I was trying to play cool. Like, no, I didn't.
That's funny.
Eskimo kiss.
And what age were you? What grader age?
I think it was like 5th grade.
Yeah. So we're all like in about the same time.
I
frame.
think. I'm really not
Well,
sure.
we hope you guys enjoy the show today. You know, we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. Rise and Shine 209, everybody in Stockton, Modesto, Tracy, Manteca, Lodi, Woodbridge, everybody out there in Linden,
Dang.
French Camp, you know, all these little spots out here, you know.
That's right. And there's plenty of opportunity to get out and enjoy
Life.
your life.
Yes, enjoy life.
Even though it's going to be 105, I say 105,
By
104.
Sunday.
By Sunday, yeah.
Beach day.
Beach day.
Nothing going on that day. So, if you guys get out, get around, have some fun, live your life, let people know you love them, keep those healthy personal boundaries. If you need more information, you can look it up to essentiallifeskills.net. Check it out. You know, we enjoy coming and hanging out with you every day and hanging out with each other. So I hope you guys tune in and like the music. And for all you artists out there with music, local artists, please send your music in to riseandshine209@gmail.com. We would love to have you guys come in, talk about your music, let people know what it's about, who you are, what you're about, and, you know, give them your music. See you soon. When we have the towers up, we'll be hitting that dial 92.1, and, you know, people will be rolling around with your music and busting out their windows. All right, y'all.
All right, good morning, y'all. I love
Ronay.
y'all. Rise and Shine 209. This Marcellus. That was Ronay. And your boy Alex in the corner, shutting it down.
Peace.
Here at KXVS, broadcasting from Stone Tube Studios, is the voice of Stockton.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's